Boys and girls,
You are going to be
amazed at what's coming to you right now. So all eyes, all ears, right here.
In African traditions, where age is honorable, we ask for an elder's permission to begin our program. Is there anybody out there 100 years old? No? How about 90? No? How about 80?
getting close.
We have Big Mama with us. She's our grandmother. Big Mama, do we have your permission to begin our program? Thank you. Hodi is a Swahili greeting that means may I come in. Whenever someone says Hodi, the proper response is Karibu, which means welcome. Can you say Karibu? Karibu. Okay, we're going to practice. I'm going to say Hodi and I want you to respond, okay? Hodi. Karibu. Okay, as loud as you can. This is the last time. Do it as loud as you can. Okay, you ready? Hodi! All right, good job. We'd like to thank Sherman Oaks for inviting us out in the celebration for Black History Month. The word Akoma comes from the Akan language, the principal language of Ghana in West Africa, and signifies patience, endurance, consistency, and faithfulness, and is represented by an Adinkran heart symbol. We believe that by sharing our African and African American experiences, our heart through the drum, dance, spirituals, and stories, we can help promote community healing and unity. Our program today is a musical depiction of the African experience broken into 5 parts. Part 1 is the African village. Part 2 is surviving the Middle Passage. Part 3 is the introduction of slavery. Part 4 is songs of emancipation, and part 5 is rediscovering and reconnecting to our African roots. We're going to begin the performance. Our first song is Fanga Alafia. Fanga means welcome, and Alafia means peace. Fanga Alafia, we welcome you in peace. This song is used to invite you to our village or home, or to open a ceremony or event. The story, as told by Babatunde Olatunji, is that several hundred years ago, a boat filled with Europeans arrived off the west coast of Africa. The Africans excitedly ran out to greet the visitors, singing and playing Fanga Alafia, but the Europeans, not understanding the culture, thought it was a threat, turned their boats and left. Now we welcome you with Fanga Alafia.
Fanga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Fanga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Fanga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Fanga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe.
Thank you very much. Are you ready for a story? The story is called Why the Dogon Snort, Chirp, and Dance. So we need a little bit of help telling the story. We have Miss Stephanie is the bull. Whenever she raises her mask, you're going to make it sound like a bull. How does a bull sound? Yeah. Can you do better than that? I can hardly tell you were a bull. So here's the bull. There you go, a little bit louder. That's good. So when Stephanie holds her mask up really high, then you make that sound, okay? Now the next one is Miss Kalila. She's a bird. Well, how does the bird sound? All right, good job. So when Miss Kalila raises her mask, you're going to make the bird sound, okay? And the last one is Miss Joyelle. And she has the Dogon mask. Well, they're all Dogon masks, but she's just a person. But when you see her raise that mask, you're going to dance. Now, if you can't get up and dance, at least wave your hands. Let me see you wave your hands.
I think everybody can get up and dance, though. Can't you dance this way?
Okay. If you want to do more than that, you can stand in your seat or where you're sitting, and you can actually dance. You're going to stand up, you can dance, you can maybe turn in a circle if you have room. In the Mopti region, close to the river Niger, are villages where the Dogon people live. In one such village lives a father with 3 sons. The oldest was named Narjara, which means bull. And he loved bulls. The middle son was called Saju, which means bird. And he loved birds. Yeah. Make sure you raise the mask really high so people behind you can see, okay? All right, the youngest son was named GJ, which means dance. And he loved to dance. Now, the father had grown weary of his son's antics. Every time he gave them a chore to do, they would snort like a bull and chirp like a bird and dance. The father asked Narjara to sharpen the knives, and Narjara would get his chore done, but he would do it snorting and moving like a bull. The father asked Saju to get a bucket of water, and Saju would get his chore done, but he would do it chirping and moving like a bird. The father asked GJ to gather firewood, and GJ would get his chore done, but he did it dancing all the while. The father thought, snort, chirp, dance. Snort, chirp, dance. What good will come of that? One day, the council of elders approached the father with a very important request. The souls of the departed needed to be led to their final resting place, but there should be a very special way to lead them. The elders asked the father to create a very special way to lead the departed souls. The father agreed to do it, but he was troubled because he only had a week to come up with an answer. He did not want to disappoint the elders because they trusted him, but he felt very heavy in his heart. The sons, seeing that their father was troubled, asked him what was wrong. He explained the situation, but told his sons not to worry. He would think of something. For the next 2 days, the sons asked the father if he found an answer, but the father replied no, and told his sons to do their chores as they always did. On the third day, the father still had no answer, and each son promised to help. The fourth day, the eldest son, Narjara, went to his father and said, "Biba, we can snort and move like the bulls to show them the way." The father thought about it, but said, "I cannot take this idea to the elders." The fifth day, the middle son, Saju, went to his father and said, "Biba, we can chirp and move like the birds to show them the way." The father thought about it, but said, "I cannot take this idea to the elders." The sixth day, the youngest son, GJ, went to his father and said, "Biba, we can dance and dance and dance to show them the way." The father looked at his son curiously and smiled. He gathered his sons and hugged them off, for he now had an idea. That night, while his son slept, he worked late into the night carving very special masks. The seventh day, the father went before the council of elders. The eldest of the elders asked the father, "Do you have an answer for us?" The father replied, "Yes." He bowed before the elders and said, "We will snort, chirp, and dance. We will snort and dance like the bull, because we are angry and sad to have lost our loved ones. Then we will chirp and dance like the bird, to encourage the souls to fly toward the stars. Finally, we will dance to celebrate the soul's successful journey." Then he showed them the beautiful masks he stayed up all night to carve. "And we will wear these masks so the souls cannot see our faces and want to stay with us." The elders asked the father if he had thought of this on his own. The father brightened up and stood tall, calling his sons to his side. "My sons have helped me because they always snort, chirp, and dance. But I made the masks." The elders smiled a knowing smile and gave their approval. To this day, the tribe will snort, chirp, and dance in a mask when leading their souls to their final resting place. Thank you. Thank you. You guys did a great job being bulls and birds and dancers. Now we're going to do a song called Jingle Bell, which means drums of passion. Okay, we'd like to begin our program the way we'd like to end our program the way we began, with Aja-Ja. Aja-Ja is a processional song, and it's a call and response. So Aja-Ja is the call, and that means God. And the response is A-Mi Lo, which means hear us. So if you can you say A-Mi Lo? A-Mi Lo. Okay, if you want to sing that with us, you can. And we're going to have our dancers get up and dance a little bit, and we're going to do...
Stand up.
So if you want to dance, you're going to follow the dancers, okay?
It is lunchtime.